Good morning, students. Once again, we are here to discuss RDOE worksheet 33 from your chapter Motion, and today we will discuss graphical representation of acceleration, okay, or velocity. See, student Gyan asked, can we calculate the distance or displacement using graph? In our last worksheet, we did how we can calculate the speed through distance time graph. Today we will discuss how we can calculate the distance through or displacement through velocity time graph, right? See this with students. Then Jigyasa Didi reply, we can calculate the speed of an object. We can calculate the speed of an object by its distance time graph. Similarly, we can calculate the distance or displacement traveled by an object by using velocity time graph. Velocity time graph represents the acceleration of an object. When we take velocity time graph, it shows the acceleration in the body or object. In velocity time graph of an object represent on x-axis, on y-axis, and time represented on the x-axis. See, in this on the x-axis we take time, and on y-axis we take velocity, right? And 2 points A and B, this is A, B, C and D, right? So by plotting this parallel lines AB to this x-axis and this line to y-axis, we get this rectangular shape, and by calculating the area of this rectangle we will come to know about the exact distance or displacement, right? See, AB point on the line in the given time, draw the perpendicular on the time axis, these points, and the area enclosed by the time velocity time graph and the time on the x-axis will be equal to the magnitude of the displacement, right? As I said you, then by calculating this we will come to know the value of the magnitude of displacement. Okay, I repeat, when we take the velocity time graph, it represents the acceleration of an object, and velocity time graph of an object represented on the velocity represented on the y-axis and time represented on x-axis, and take 2 point A and B on the line given to the time, means this is the time, taking these 2 points parallel to this, and draw the line perpendicular to the on the time axis from these points. These are the time axis, these are the perpendicular to the time axis. Then the area enclosed by the velocity time graph, this is the area enclosed by velocity time graph, and the time axis will equal to the magnitude of displacement. This is the way we can calculate the displacement. Okay, next graph we have okay, 1 point also there. See student, the time is increases. Here the time is increases, but the velocity of an object is not increases, it remains the same. So in this case uniform velocity is there, so no acceleration. Velocity is not increasing, so no acceleration will be there. But in case of second graph, see, we have time on x-axis, velocity on y-axis, but it is increasing with respect to time. So this is the graph of uniform acceleration or accelerated motion. But in case of third graph we have, see, retardation. How we can say, initially object has velocity almost 20 meter per second, but gradually it is decreasing and come to 0. So this is the graph of retardation or having the negative value. And this is the case when we apply brakes, okay, while driving the scooty, gadi, car, or any other vehicle. When we take brakes, then this retardation occur, okay, and it is non-uniform in nature, because sometime the velocity decreases. Okay, next we have students C, non-uniform acceleration. Non-uniform acceleration, this is also an example when our vehicle is on road, on a traffic road. Sometime we have a huge jam, then our velocity decreases. If we get less traffic, then our vehicle get velocity increased, then again decrease. This is starting where we have this increase velocity, then decrease, then increase, then decrease. So this is the way of, this is a kind of graph which is non-uniform in nature, and this is called non-uniform acceleration. Sometime increases, sometime decreases. Okay, so students, see, next we have a calculation of distance from velocity time graph. Uniform velocity. What is uniform velocity? The given velocity time graph shows the uniform velocity of an object. To know the distance moved by an object between t2 and t1. See, this is t2, this is t1, and draw the perpendicular from the point corresponding to the t1 and t2, and we have made these perpendicular on t1 and t2. By this way we got an area ABCD, and this is the displacement of, if we calculate the area enclosed of this ABCD, we come to know about the displacement, right? So we have displacement ABCD, or area of rectangle. What is the formula of area of rectangle? Length into breadth. Or we have AC, we have this AC into CD. Okay, by multiplying this we will get the answer 112. How this quantity will occur? See, this AC, this 0 up to this AC, so the value of AC is 40, whereas T2 minus T1, T2 we have 4, right, and T1 we have, see this from your graph, 1.2 something, because 1 is there, this is 1.2, and when we minus it, it will comes out to 2.8. By multiplying this 40 and this, we will get 112 kilometer. Next, see this graph of uniform acceleration. Then we have the velocity increases in the equal amount in equal interval of time in uniform accelerated motion. Here also the area enclosed by the trapezium. This figure is known as trapezium. Okay, this figure is called as trapezium. A, B, C, D, E. This is called as trapezium. So by dividing this trapezium in rectangle and triangle, and when we calculate the area of these two, and by adding these quantities, we will get the required area, and this is the way we can calculate the distance traveled. So the velocity increases in equal amount in equal interval of time in the uniform accelerated motion. Here also the area enclosed by trapezium. Okay, so formed by joining the point A and E to the x-axis, we will be able to calculate the distance traveled by an object in T1 minus T1 and T2. So distance travel we have ABCDE. By this we have ABCD and area of triangle, where we have the formula half base into height. So in this case, first we will calculate the area of ABCD rectangle, AB into CD, or BC. We have AB from 0 to this less than 20. This is seems to be out 18 into BC. BC is what? See, this is we have 20, T2 20, and T1 almost little bit more than 10, so it is 12. So we can have 18 into 20 minus 12 plus half base. C, this is the base. Okay, base AD is base. So 20 minus 12 is AD into DE. DE is what? DE you can calculate by this is we have 36 minus this 18. We will get answer 18. 8 into 8 plus half 8 into 18, and by calculating this you will get the answer meter. Okay, so this is all about your today's worksheet. Students, let's do practice exercise. First we have if the velocity time graph of an object is straight line parallel to the x-axis, what will be the acceleration? Students, in this case acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0 because straight line is parallel to axis. This straight line is parallel to axis. In this case slope is 0, so the acceleration is also 0. Next question we have. Okay, I'll take it this second question. See, calculate the distance traveled by an object in 2 and 3 seconds in the given velocity time graph. See students, I'll show you this graph. Okay, see, by using this graph we have to calculate t1 we have 2 seconds, t1 we have 2 seconds, t2 we have 3 seconds. In this we have 8 and this is 12. Okay, if we will, if I'll take this, so okay, I'll just make it this 2, this 3, from there we have this. Okay, so this is the figure we have. By plotting this parallel lines to x-axis and y-axis, we will have this A point, B point, C point, D point and E point. And again by using this method we can calculate the area of, see, I'll write for you, the distance traveled is area of A, B, C, D, E, which is equals to your area of what? A, B, C, D. This is equal to the area of A, B, C, D plus area of triangle A, D, E. Now how we will calculate? C. First we will take the area of rectangle ABCD. For that ABCD we have, see, this 8 into this is what? 3 minus 2 plus half into base. Base is what? Base is we have half base. AD means what? 3 minus 2 into height 12 minus 8. So just calculate 8 into 1 plus half into 1 into 4. So 4 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4, 8 1s are 8 plus 2, that is 10 meter. Okay, this is the exact solution of this question. Okay, see, third question we have, which physical quantity is represented by the slope of velocity time graph? Beta, the answer of this question is acceleration. Acceleration is a physical quantity represented by the slope of velocity time graph. And draw the velocity time graph for the accelerated motion and retardation of an object. You can draw, see these two. This is your accelerated motion and this is the example of, this is the graph of retardation. So you have to make these two graphs. So students, this is all about today's worksheet. I hope you understand it very well. So do like, share and subscribe.